Here's the great thing, we can easily repeat this just by copy pasting, giving a new group to another circle, then taking these scale triggers, changing them to group 14, removing their previous loop groups from them, and increasing the distance between each trigger and the duration on them, creating a new loop for those. So now we have two circles which are going out of sync, and it's going to create this super cool warping sphere effect when each layer is moving at a different speed. It's never going to sync up. It's going to be pretty easy to use. Let's just say I set them to a new color channel with copy color background and blending. They're going to be tuned a little bit better to the level's color here. Let's just keep copy pasting, removing the unique groups and adding new ones. We can just make brand new loops super easily just by scaling up the previous ones, going up in duration, changing the target, and then changing the groups on them and making new ones. We have a triple loop now. Oh my gosh, this is fire. Just created 2 extra layers so that we have 5 to the entire circle. Then we can just take these circles, copy paste them, and make them a little bit wider like this, giving them a new group 34, going on a different editor layer so I can differentiate between the old and the new. And then we can just make a vertical version as well, like this, which can go on editor layer number 4 with another new group. These 2 new groups that are on 34 and 35 can have lower opacity, starting off with 34, which is going to be half opacity. And just like that, we now have a pretty cool looking background with just 15 objects that has multiple layers to it, each with different colors. This just looks so cool to me. I don't know. We can even set up rotations, starting off with our first group number 9, which we can say for 10 seconds rotates 4 times around in a circle. We can change the value for each layer. I believe the next one was 14. We can go 5. Just increase for every single one, just by 1. The groups are kind of random, unfortunately, because of how I did the looping and stuff. Now, obviously, these objects are scaling on their X and Y, so rotating them is going to be quite strange, but this looks super cool. It's just way too fast. We can easily change that. I feel for this part, we can make it a lot more of a slow burn with these triggers set to something like 20 in their move time. And then we can have an ease in easing. So these are going to slowly and subtly start rotating on their own. And it starts right as we hit that gravity pad. That's super sick. And it just gets more and more intense as we go through the swing copter, which is some pretty cool progression. I really like this personally.